Welcome back to the eSports Report. Jack, joined by Max and Matt. We just got done covering the Xbox One and Microsoft, what we expect to see from them here at E3 this year. Obviously, E3 starting this next week. Matt will be out there covering all the games with Maven.
Making sure he doesn't get lost.
I'm scared to see what content comes from the two of them.
Should be good. Should be good stuff.
But the next console we're covering is really the company that's won the console war the last year and a half since the switch over to next gen. That is Sony with the PlayStation 4. Max, what are some things we expect to see from them?
You know, as far as games, 100%.
Games.
They're AAA title, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. That was announced last year. Uncharted has been a major franchise.
Have we seen any footage of that though? No, right?
Yeah, there was gameplay footage last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't anything like. It was just. It looked good, but I feel like it didn't like.
It was just some platforming and some shooting. It didn't really explain much.
Was it like up in trees or something like that?
Yeah, it was in a jungle.
Yeah.
So yeah, Uncharted 4 are coming from the guys over at Naughty Dog. One of their their big first-party titles.
Yeah.
And then last year, and I think when they really announced the PS4, Sony really talked about pushing indie titles, and really a big push with the PS4 has been those games, and at the head of it has been No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah.
This is like one of the largest explosions I've heard about an indie game in years.
Years, yeah.
We have a video here. Take a look at some of the gameplay, and honestly, taking a lot of people by storm. No Man's Sky. Expect to hear about this game a lot very soon.
Like the art direction just looks awesome.
From what I understand, nobody will play the same game in this. Correct?
Really?
Like nobody. Like it just spits out a random world.
Just a completely different experience every time.
Every time.
And world is fun to say because isn't it like multi-worlds? And it's like
different planets you can explore, I believe.
It's like, it's just, I don't even know if there's a game we can use to scale how large this game is.
No. And again, like we talked with The Division, minimal HUD stuff on your screen. Just like, the 2 health bars and the ammo, I guess, in your top left and right-hand corners respectively. But, kind of faded out. Not really taking up a lot of the screen, just really letting you take in all the visuals.
So it's a procedurally generated open universe.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like search and scavenge things? Do you fight people?
Players take on the role of a planetary explorer with a spacecraft, allowing them to explore the surface of numerous planets and interact with floral, blah, blah, blah.
So he's parking his ship. Does he get out?
There you can engage in combat with hostile forces and travel to other worlds. Planets and other features of this universe are procedurally generated. Though initially built based on a 32-bit number process, the final game will use 64-bit seeding key, with the developer stating that this allows for more than 18 quintillion possible planets.
Can they even count that high?
Quintillion. That's a number that is pretty large.
The game will have online features that allow players to share details of planets they have visited with other players online, and will allow players to visit these planets through a large galactic map once they've upgraded their ship for hyperdrive capabilities.
So eventually, like this is talking years and years in the future, everyone will have, the entire universe will be explored. And you can go and visit each planet.
Wow.
This will take years to actually explore.
So I'm guessing this looks like the hyper travel. Sorry to cut you off, Matt.
No, the game. No, it's gonna
look at
feature.
It shows who discovers it.
It shows who discovered that planet. That's really cool. So
that's awesome.
If Matt goes somewhere where no one else has been, it'll say found by Mr. X on it.
Each world has its own ecosystem with potentially unforgiving conditions, such as desert worlds with large cavernous worms.
These are just galaxies.
Players are initially given an uncharted universe to explore, where information about any planet's characteristics and life form may be shared and updated with others. So you explore planets, update what's going on it. Other players can find it in the galaxy, check it out, explore some more.
And you can fight people too, so air combat.
No Man's Sky does have a larger goal to reach the center of the galaxy, driven by the availability of resources to the players, which improve as players move towards the center of the galaxy. Players need to collect, sell, trade resources to acquire better ships and more fuel that lets them explore the more centralized areas of the galaxy.
This game looks like so much fun.
Players, they stated that players could expect to reach the center of the galaxy with between 40 to 100 hours of gameplay.
Without doing anything else.
Without doing anything else.
Well, I feel like we know what Maven's going to do for 2 weeks, for 2 days in a row.
Yeah, and now this is, I'm guessing, him on the surface, or the player on the surface of another planet. There's the nature. Things flying. And remember, folks, this is an indie game. Yeah. Indie game.
I believe it's an indie game.
No, that's what it was. It was first announced. It's like, what is that on the left?
That looks like a dinosaur something.
Yeah.
Flamingo dinosaur.
Yeah.
So this definitely got a lot of praise at last year's E3. Gonna be looking for some more of it this year. You can come back to us. That is going to be No Man's Sky, No Maven. Was super hyped about that. Just from a, like technical being able to develop something like that. That's
crazy. Nuts. That's years and years of planning, 100%.
And you get chills when you first realize, okay, someone discovered that planet, and then you were reading the Wikipedia article, but they start zooming out and it's pulling back as you hyper travel, and you just go past the thousands and thousands of galaxies that you have yet to even think of discovering.
Right.
It's almost overwhelming.
Yeah.
I haven't even got the game yet. I don't even have a PlayStation 4, and that's overwhelming.
That'll be cool to play, though. Another game that's going to be Sony this year, Street Fighter 5.
Oh, yes. We showed off some gameplay yesterday.
Some gameplay of that.
Yeah, and I am so excited for Street Fighter 5. It was a big announcement last year at PlayStation, the PlayStation event. They showed that the newest installment of the Street Fighter franchise would be only for Sony. And I saw an article today, it will not be coming to Xbox ever, they said, which is huge in terms of the Capcom Pro Tour, because they have played on 360 for so long. Even Ultra Street Fighter 4, the latest iteration of
it looks so
Street Fighter
sick
4.
though. It
looks awesome.
Sick.
It only came to PlayStation 4 when they ported it to current gen consoles.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really interesting to see really what the Capcom Pro Tour does with this game. But you were making comments about her thighs yesterday, Jack, and how just awesome Chun-Li's kicks were and how good they look in this game. I'm so excited to play this game.
The colors look incredible. You gotta expect massive amount of effort went into making sure this series continues to live on now on the PlayStation 4.
I didn't know Nash was in the game. That's
Steve Nash.
No, not Steve Nash.
Yeah, he retired from basketball.
I know he retired from basketball, but I don't think he entered a fighting game. Who is this? M. Bison.
You could read that? Yeah.
M. Bison, one of the most historical Street Fighter villains of all time.
Reminds me a lot of Captain
Somebody in the chat actually made a good point.
What?
Where is Soul Calibur for Xbox? Maybe we'll see an Xbox One Soul Calibur.
I even played Soul Calibur 2, I think.
Yo.
When I was like 13.
Did you have it for GameCube?
Maybe 10.
Did you have the Soul Calibur that had Master Chief in it?
No.
No, that's Dead or Alive.
Oh, was Dead or Alive?
Yeah, that's Dead or Alive.
No.
I was like, there was a Soul
Calibur. What was the exclusive character for Soul Calibur?
Soul Calibur, Soul Calibur 4 on Xbox 360 had the Star Wars characters. It had Yoda, it had Starkiller, it had Darth Vader. Yeah, Master Chief was in Dead or Alive.
Yeah, it was Yoda and Darth Vader. You're right.
I feel like
it was
I'm nice.
Dead or Alive.
What about Marvel vs. Capcom?
That's one too.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything since Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
So, looking at Street Fighter and in the whole fighting game community, does a game like this ever die out? Because I feel like, yes, fighting games are all, obviously, they have similarities and you just have to beat out your opponent.
Really,
but when you have the biggest, let's say the biggest fighting game that's been released in recent time was Mortal Kombat X in the last couple
most recently, yes.
But Mortal Kombat X and the gore and fatalities and how intense that game is compared to a Street Fighter, I feel like it's two different audiences, but the general central audience is still the same because they like hop between two. But then like the people who play Mortal Kombat X overall are older, and the people who play Street Fighter are overall younger. I feel just because of the look and the aesthetic of the game.
Street Fighter.
Here's the one thing.
I'm not saying it in a negative thing. I'm just saying like if I have a 14-year-old son, I think I'd much rather have him play Street Fighter 5 over Mortal Kombat X.
Here's the thing about like the fighting game community. One, they have one of the largest esports events in the years in EVO.
Yeah.
Every year. The thing with the fighting game community is that with all these fighting games at the event, players will play multiple fighting games and compete in multiple tournaments, which makes like Justin Wong will play Killer Instinct, he'll play Street Fighter, he'll win Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom because he's the best player in the world at that game.
Yeah.
He'll play Mortal Kombat. They'll play a ton of games, which kind of
I like that.
It keeps people playing the different games, which is good. But I
And
really
it doesn't
think
split the community either.
exactly. The real main thing though is that it's really going to be it's a PS4 exclusive,
Yeah.
which is big for Sony to go out and get a franchise like Street Fighter just for their console. So it's going to be interesting to see how that story develops, and then
That's actually a really funny point
What?
because you never hear you just hear the fighting game community. You
Right.
don't hear like each individual game community.
Yeah.
Right.
Smash, you hear a little bit more individual. I
Yes,
think it's
you
the
do.
best way to say. But
Yeah.
overall, the fighting game community is just kind of generalized as like a group of 5 or 6 fighting games.
yeah,
You don't hear like the FPS community and then like Halo and COD are holding
No,
hand in
yeah.
hand.
yeah, no, and
It's completely different ball
and
games.
it's really interesting too because then like you consider like fighting game like esports athletes who are they have to master every game, and frames and movement in every game is different. So players are
crazy.
extremely talented, so especially like Justin Wong,
Yeah.
PR Balrog, to name 2 Evil Geniuses players who I like to watch. But yeah, Street Fighter 5, and then obviously touched on No Man's Sky, and then I'm sure they're going to be pushing more and more indie games this year. For
Yeah,
sure.
more indie games. Ratchet and Clank, we talked about that the other day.
Oh,
That game
yeah.
looks great. Fallout 4, trailer for that.
Oh, my God.
Excited,
Oh, I mean,
to say the least. I mean, being to show the footage of Fallout 4, but I mean, this game is just going to be nutty.
Right. I mean, obviously it's going to be shown at the Bethesda conference, but
Yeah.
they usually show off their games at other conferences as well. So we figured Doom would be at Xbox, and then Fallout 4 would be at PS4.
now looking back again on recent times, is this the biggest video game announcement in recent years? Fallout 4. Think about it. For what the reception and hype and overall just the internet exploding for that day and week, I can't think of another game that matched that hype.
The next game, maybe. The next game we'll talk about, maybe on the list, maybe. But
Yeah, the people have been waiting a really long time. I think if you see footage for the next one
at E3,
at
game over.
E3, that'll go like bonkers.
That'll be the top story of the show, of the entire.
And
no,
no, it's not Half-Life, because I feel like if Half-Life 3
No,
happened,
Oh yeah, no.
if Half-Life 3 happened, I would go play the
There is a 3, but it's not Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
But since there is a 3 in the next game, and that means Half-Life 3 is
Well,
confirmed,
see,
right?
to be honest, I didn't play Fallout 3.
Really?
Oh.
played New
I
Vegas?
bought it. You want
Did
to
you like it?
Fallout 3 is one of my favorite. Did you play New Vegas?
No,
I
I never
played
played
it.
it.
Wow. Go back. Just wait for Steam Summer Sale. They're going to be like $5 each.
I bought
For the Ultimate
Fallout
Edition.
3 at the last Steam Summer Sale, and I
For
played
$2, right? It's
I
like
played
dirt
it.
cheap.
Yeah, I played it for like
Is it that good?
an hour.
So good. It's
What is it like?
okay, so picture they're pretty much like Skyrim, right? And Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls and Fallout 3, like it's kind of the same game. I hate Skyrim.
I hated Skyrim.
I don't play those games. Same kind of mechanics and gameplay, but futuristic, post-apocalyptic, so much more fun.
It almost seems like an open world Bioshock.
Bioshock? Imagine there's a Bioshock.
Also,
There's a new Bioshock out there. Maven got me into Bioshock.
if
Bioshock.
Maven just heard someone say "Don't play Skyrim," I feel like he'd be very upset.
I haven't played Skyrim, I'll never play Skyrim.
Wow.
I played Oblivion.
I hope someone
Didn't like
cuts
it.
this stuff
That
out
was
Reddit
not
gaming.
that old. Elder Scrolls.
So here they're showing off all the different environments. The game looks beautiful. I heard some people ridiculing, saying, it's really the graphics, but also the Fallout series isn't about the graphics. This is about the overall story and gameplay.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty.
See Riley, the
interesting
dog there from Call of Duty Ghosts is coming in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, she did a good job in Call of Duty Ghosts to get more
Yeah,
balls.
super excited to see Fallout 4 at E3. Gonna buy 12 copies even though I only have one Xbox. So
That's kinda weird.
That's good. And then so the next game we were talking about, me and Matt agreed. If this is announced, it'll probably be one of the biggest games.
I
out
mean,
for a long
it's
time.
been announced, but
Well,
we
yeah.
just haven't seen anything
Exactly.
from it really. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yep.
This
If
could be
you
big.
did not play Kingdom Hearts, okay, I'm gonna tell you everybody out there. If you didn't play Kingdom Hearts 1 and you didn't play Kingdom Hearts 2, I want you to order a system online, and I want you to play those 2 games.
Right now.
Just they were amazing games. Just perfect.
I've never played either, so
You never
Do it
played.
right now. Do it right now.
You never played Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2?
Matt, I don't know how many times to tell you.
Okay, I'll
I
admit.
played
I
Mario
my brother
and-
my brother was like addicted to Kingdom Hearts.
So much fun.
And first time I walked in, I saw him playing it. I was like, that's stupid. It's like Disney characters, like whatever. And I just sat down, I watched him play, and I was like, yo, this game's epic.
Yeah.
You know what?
And then I ended up playing through all of them. So good.
Literally,
Never played a Zelda game.
oh my God.
Oh God, you're
I've
a
never
failure,
watched
like-
Forrest Gump.
Oh my God. Kind of the same experience with you. I was like, You know, Disney
Recognize you're missing out. You need to go get Kingdom Hearts.
Go play Kingdom Hearts.
How would I explain a Kingdom Hearts game? It's
hack and slash, kind of, sort of.
It's hack and slash, kind of. You know what? Yeah, Max, explain it.
Okay, it's kind of hack and slash, sort of. I mean, I would name a game that kind of the battle system is like Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII for PSP. Probably no one's played that game before. It's kind of hack and slash where it's like, it's not like Dynasty Warriors where you walk up and just like smack the crap out of somebody.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you have to hit X over and over again to really just like, you go through like an item system kind of like in Final Fantasy. But it's not turn-based. You walk around, you do the attacks yourself.
Yeah.
It's more interactive. And like Kingdom Hearts combined Disney with like Square Enix franchises. So Sephiroth was in it. Do you know what Sephiroth is?
No.
Do you know who Cloud is? Final Fantasy VII? What? Have you never played Final Fantasy VII?
I've never played a Final Fantasy game.
Have you played Final Fantasy VII?
No, I actually haven't.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, well there's the gameplay.
Oh my god. That was great.
Yeah.
So he's walking around with a Keyblade.
So yeah, Jack, you unlock all these Keyblades on different just levels, like worlds, and then you also pick up two characters along the way. So all these characters have different abilities.
Yeah.
And you get like a character for each world that you beat.
Do you know
and
who
you
those
build
characters
your
are,
own
Jack?
party.
Do you know who those characters are, Jack?
I don't know a single one.
You don't
Daffy
know who
Duck?
Donald Duck is?
But check this out, Jack.
That's
So
Donald
you
Duck?
see, it's not like a turn-based game. You
Yeah.
see, you have like the attack, and then you can actually go down to magic, and you can use special all-team abilities.
Yeah.
So they announced Kingdom Hearts 3.
So is this his
Don't
team?
know.
Is him, that skeleton-looking dude,
Yes.
and the duck?
Donald
That's
Duck.
Jack from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I don't know these things.
You know that, Matt?
Yeah. Great movie.
Oh, he failed that all.
But it looks sick,
Oh, there you
right?
go. He made it happen. Yeah. Look, oh,
For a
looks great.
cartoony game like this, it looks awesome.
I remember my friend Nick used to play this when I would be at his house.
Oh, it's just
And
insane.
you never thought to say, hey, can I try?
No, because all I played was Halo 2.
Different Keyblades unlock. It would be sick if they came out with like an MMO.
Do like the
version
Keyblades
of
have
this.
like bonuses
Oh,
on
yeah.
them?
Yeah. And really, like, they've been kind of remaking Kingdom Hearts like the past, like, 3 years.
A few of them, yeah.
1.5 HD remix.
2.5 HD.
Right. So it's really time for Kingdom Hearts 2 to come out.
Yeah.
They announced it'll be on Xbox One and PS4.
Yes, which is
but
huge.
just expect to be at the Sony press
Yeah,
conference.
it's always kind of been
a Sony
Sony
game, right?
first, and then actually it's never been on Xbox. This will be the first time
Right.
it's on Xbox.
Same thing with Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
Well, Metal Gear Solid 2 was on Xbox.
right.
but-
So this is just an example of a boss fight from Kingdom Hearts. You can come back to us. Just wanted to
I don't know what I'm watching.
educate.
You're watching awesomeness in the making.
You are. You're watching fantastic
I
stuff.
trust you guys.
Well, I know what Donald Duck is. Jack does not know what Donald Duck is.
I don't know what everything is. No, I know who Donald Duck is. I called him Daffy Duck.
You call it completely. That's Looney Tunes and Disney.
Hey!
Yeah.
Don't get an attitude with me. Let's go to the
I'm
next
not.
game. Dead
Right.
Island 2.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Now, was Dead Island 1 that great of a game?
Oh, I loved it.
Average.
I thought it was so much fun. Do you remember the original Dead Island trailer
It's
that came
because you're
out?
so bad at multiplayer games, you need to like hide away with these other games.
That's the whole point, exactly. Do you remember?
Didn't they have like Riptide? Was that a thing?
Yeah, that was kind of like the old like the zombie like top down like shooter game. No, it was. Do you remember the original Dead Island trailer where it was the resort on the island? It was the family with that slow piano song, and it was like the daughter who was like it was going
I
back
didn't
in
play
time.
any of it.
You never saw the
I didn't
trailer? It
play
was one of like
any
the
of it, yeah.
it was one of like the most shocking video game trailers of all time.
I don't know.
Holy-
I didn't see any of it.
You've never seen that trailer before?
I follow.
I'm gonna show it to
I
you
follow like
during the commercial break.
I follow like mainly eSports Center games.
Okay, well you should broaden your horizons
Like-
to gaming in general.
I do play a lot of stuff, but I just mainly play eSports, competitive games. Sorry, man.
Hey, games have to be games before they're esports.
I didn't play Dead Island 1, so I
Yeah.
can't really.
Killstrain, is that?
Again, like the top, like
Yeah,
Riptide,
yeah.
top down. I believe there's gonna be a tournament for it.
Really?
So that was
cool.
another first party title they announced.
This
Sony.
one's gonna be pretty
and
sick.
then
God of War 3
Yeah.
Remastered.
Yeah. So the one game I ever played on my PS3 that I got for a birthday once, I sold it.
God
after
of
We have the
4 months, was
gameplay
God
for
of
this,
War
so you can
3.
actually put
thank
some
you,
gameplay out.
thank you. You played
There
God
was-
of
there
War.
was an
Or, the
announcement trailer,
and then.
And then
yeah.
there's some gameplay if you want to take a look at it. It's just a boss fight, but
Yeah, I totally want to see some gameplay.
Thank you for playing God of War, Jack.
The God of War games were sick.
oh yeah. Is that the same fire emblem that comes up for like Advanced Warfare?
That's almost.
Kind of looks like it.
Kind of.
Um,
There's Kratos.
No, but the thing I love so much about God of War was just how massive it felt. Like the Titans and the god, like it was so sick.
3 wasn't the one with the multiplayer, right?
There was multiplayer?
Yeah, there was multiplayer God of War. You don't remember that?
What? No.
I have no idea.
Yeah, there was multiplayer God of War. Oh my
See,
god.
like that's the stuff that I love. Poseidon, yes.
Oh,
Dude, this game is so sick!
I know, I love the
Where,
games
where
like
do
this.
where do Kratos' weapons, the Blades of Chaos, rank in like all-time like video game weapons?
Up there.
They
up
honestly
there, right?
are. Like they don't come to mind right away. And then once you realize them, you're like, oh yeah, these things are so.
The
badass.
combat was sick. You just whip them around and destroy everything.
Yeah.
So this is
Look at
the
this.
trailer. Then we
Zeus.
have some gameplay to show as well. I imagine they also announced God of War 4.
I hope so.
Oh yeah.
They like, it was an ultimate troll at the Sony event last year because they brought out David Jaffe, the creator of God of War, and he brought out another game that we'll talk about a little bit later on. But everyone was like, oh, God of War 4 announcement, and then he was like, nope.
No, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, but
Not
yeah.
today. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly.
I think we do see, that's something that we'll talk about in our predictions,
Yeah.
what we want to see. But some gameplay from God of War 3 Remastered.
Rated M. For mature.
I mean, this is hype.
It's coming to PlayStation 4.
We know that.
What?
This is a boss fight. Yes. God, I just like this already. I'm a fan of everything that's going on.
Like this, I don't want to call it a hack and slash, but
It doesn't matter what it is.
yeah.
It's just awesome. It's like your own mini WoW boss fights, but you have to maneuver around the mechanics.
No, this is just a single-player boss fight. There are games like this before WoW, Jack. I'm sorry, the whole eSports comment kind of
So offensive. Puckett wants this game. He said, I want in chat, all caps.
Yo, fuck it. I'll buy this.
Wow, he's going to hold you to that. You know that, right?
The graphics look sick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He just went that one. And didn't, like, in, like, God of War 3, didn't you get to use Hades' weapons after or something like that?
I believe like,
Wasn't it
yeah,
along
when
these
you
lines?
kill the bosses, you usually get their weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His weapons are kind of like Blades of Chaos, but they're like sides. They're double sides.
Yeah.
He gets hit on the third one here, I remember, or the fourth one. I watched the trailer, and I was like, dude, yeah.
Yo, guy doing the gameplay demo. Do better.
Be better than what you are.
I feel like they always have the worst people for gameplay demos.
Yeah, that's, well,
It might be me.
it's always been a struggle with that thing. Oh, he went on top with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're smart.
So if you've never played a God of War, I mean, is this kind of what you can expect in the game? But there's more to it than just boss fights.
The story is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the first God of War. If you haven't played it by now, I mean, it's really about Kratos avenging the
This
death.
is what everyone knows from God of War.
Yeah.
It's the button combos that
That's-
really
that
finish
is
off your
violent.
fights.
Okay, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was trying to kill it, trying to go
Yeah.
back to it. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, so like Kratos is trying to avenge the death of his wife from Ares, the God of War.
Yeah.
He ends up taking him out, and then he becomes the God of War.
Right.
So I don't remember the story of 2 is like Zeus, right? Taking on Zeus.
I think so. That was.
And then I didn't play 3, so maybe I'll play 3 now that it's remastered.
You mean you might as well play 3.
Oh, now we got. Oh, where's he going? He's in the elimination chamber.
Right.
Gosh.
More WWE references.
I mean, I love massive bosses, and when God of War is filled with titans, and
Yeah.
almost like bigger than the game itself characters, like
what do they
Poseidon,
do
Zeus.
for? What do they do for like God of War 4?
What do they do?
Yeah, they haven't said anything like story-wise about that, have they?
No, they haven't at all. I don't think it's
They haven't
now.
even, like really been. They hasn't even been announced.
Yeah. Like games like this, like Devil May Cry, I love
So
games
awesome.
like this.
I had not played a Devil May Cry.
Oh my
Neither
god.
have I.
They're remastering Devil May Cry 4 and the reboot for Xbox One.
Oh really?
So,
I played the 4th Resident Evil for like 12 minutes. and then I
oh my
realized
god,
it's
don't
just
say
weird.
these things to me.
Jack doesn't play anything.
Resident Evil 4 is one of the greatest video games of all time.
Sorry that it scares me.
Not sure. It's alright.
Weird. All types things like this. I want to see how this ends.
I think it's a pretty.
Yeah, Eli Weapon Man, they are remaking Devil May Cry, the reboot one that came out on 360 for Xbox One, and it comes with the special edition of Devil May Cry 4.
Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Oh gosh!
Ah,
Okay. That's an entire slab.
Yeah, it's a slab of hate.
This is already better than the Hercules movie with The Rock in it. Did you guys see that movie?
Hercules movie? I think so.
It was so bad.
I think I watched and fell asleep in the middle. Yeah, it was really bad.
Oh, stop.
How long is this boss
Not really.
fight?
It goes on for a while.
Yeah,
I mean, we
so
don't
you can come back to
Yeah,
us.
you
We don't watch the whole boss fight. But God of War 3 Remastered, some other games. Nope. Until Dawn.
That's one game I'm so excited for.
Yeah.
You're not going to play it because it's a horror game.
Nope.
Right.
So
what is the next game? Drawn to Death.
Drawn to Death, that's the game that David Jaffe brought out at the Sony.
So we have a video. What is it? Explain it.
So it's so hard. It's like this kid in his like high school, like middle school,
And his
like
crazy
notebook
drawings?
created all these crazy characters, and they all take to life and they fight in like a notebook style universe.
Wait, what?
Watch this. This is sick.
Is this like a shooter?
Yeah,
So this is a class-based kind of shooter.
right. Third person, all in like drawings, like from like some guy's middle school like notebook. Like
Huh.
Here's what I'll say.
it does remind you of like Twisted
It's
Metal a little bit.
it's really unique, and it just shows how creative the people can be in this.
This is David Jaffe who brought you
community.
God of War, Twisted Metal. Have you played a Twisted
Yeah.
Metal game before? Have you?
no,
Oh my God.
an incredible. Honestly,
The
this
art
is,
design looks sick.
yeah, this is
Oh,
I've never heard of this
Doug-
game, but this looks
Dead.
awesome.
No, I didn't hear about this either.
Really? Yes, this is the game they brought out. It was like he was like, "Oh, hey, I'm here. I got a game. It's not God of War 4. It's this game with teddy
Oh
bears
my
who throw
God.
chainsaws at people. That's awesome." Okay, that guy's like a vampire or a bat,
This looks sweet.
I love the whole notebook theme.
right? Look,
Now-
okay, his head to turn to a rocket launcher.
What? And that's so cool because
Uh-oh.
if you think about it, since it follows that whole genre of whatever you can think up, they
at the
could never
movement.
they'll never run out of ideas, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can make up anything and it will fit in this game.
This is a violent version of Splatoon without the paint.
So there's like, looks like tons of different maps.
What?
How sick does this look?
Huh. Anything he draws becomes a.
Like a Roman Coliseum type area.
Like you can literally you never have to run out of ideas.
Nope.
What is that? That's how you heal from
Wait,
soda?
what is that? What?
That's
Can
the
you-
kid's hand.
And you can control the kid?
I have no.
Oh!
What?
Oh! That's like a kill streak.
I'd never seen that before. That was sick.
That
What?
was sweet.
I'm
That
excited
was
for that
sick.
game.
That was sweet. I did not expect that. Wow. So
Really?
Drawn to Death,
Something to look out for.
Yeah.
that was shown last year.
Yeah, no, at the Sony press conference, special event with a Sony PlayStation Con or something.
Okay.
it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully more
Might
of
be
that. at
from
the
where
Sony
they
I,
conference.
showed
I
off
want
the
to know more
section.
about that game. That game looks cool.
Yeah.
Now, that was really a look at what
Yeah.
we expect to see at E3 this year. Now we're going to take a look more at what we predict or maybe hope to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about this first one. You wrote this?
Project Morpheus?
Yeah.
I wrote this up.
You jacked it.
So
yeah.
basically, Project Morpheus is Sony's version of virtual reality. We have a video here
Yeah.
from when it was first announced. This is gameplay from a year ago. But that's what it looks like on his head. There he's got the PlayStation controller in hand.
He looks like Daft Punk from.
If you want to, you can actually skip halfway through this video. I didn't know how long we were going to want to watch it, so I left the beginning in. But you're basically in a shark tank.
Okay, this is terrifying.
Yeah, it is terrifying. So he's got some sharks already around him.
So this is kind of.
This is just showing off kind of what you can see from it. Hopefully it gets more in depth. Get it? They're in the depths of the ocean.
I like it. Good pun.
Honestly,
Very
my
punny.
puns are the best, Will.
Very. Ooh. Very punny.
So this is kind of their like Sony's version of the Oculus.
Basically, yeah. It's their answer to things.
Oh, don't
And
say
now
that.
with the Oculus announcing an Xbox One exclusivity deal, or
Right.
at least to a certain extent.
Yeah, you can imagine. Are you guys pumped for like virtual reality type of stuff?
I don't know. I would love to experience it, but I don't want it to have to be the core of my gaming.
You know-
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to I don't want to be like, hey guys, you want to come over and play video games and have to throw on one of these bulky head things.
Like look at how that guy looks right now. Like, come on. What's the chart? Imagine experiencing this though in his shoes. You can see the grin on his face. It's got to be something ridiculous.
Well, I think like I think we were talking about this before, but like with the Oculus specifically, if like you have a friend come over, you can play on a screen by yourself, right, and play the same game.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to do split screen on a TV anymore. You can like one person can be the Oculus, the other person can play on a TV. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But if like I have to invite like two or three friends over, and we all just have to wear these things, I'm just like I don't, like hello, like you know,
Right.
hello, you guys
Hello?
there? What's going on?
Is everyone home?
So this looks sweet. The Last Guardian, expect them to release some kind of information
That's like that's like also like a video game.
on
like,
that.
That's like the Half-Life 3 of like that
right.
kind of level.
Yeah. It's like been waiting for it forever.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo Sport, expect to hear something on that.
Yep.
Talked about God of War 4, a 1 terabyte PS4. Maybe.
People are predicting that.
Possibly,
yeah,
yeah.
People are
kinda
thinking because
answer the Xbox One.
Yeah, the Xbox announced theirs a little bit early to kind of get their announcement out first, get all the hype around theirs.
Right.
Now, instead of having to use that time to show that off at E3, it's already out. You
Yeah,
don't have to
it
wait
makes
any
sense.
more time. Like use time
It's
with
a
their
cost
presentation.
So then, one game that I'm really pumped for. Hopefully, they talk something about it. Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
that's one game I haven't
This
played
was
yet.
see.
You didn't play the last. I got the Last of Us Remastered, and I played
PS4?
that. Oh, so
That's
good.
one game
Now,
I really
it
need
was
to play.
so
I never
good.
got to play just because I didn't have a PlayStation, but I watched from start to finish the entire campaign be played.
On
Yeah.
YouTube?
Oh,
from streams.
no, it's totally
Oh,
worth it.
streams,
Yeah.
streams.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's how good of a game. I never do that.
I streamed.
and I was like,
I streamed myself playing the single player of it,
yeah,
and people loved it.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to play that game. That's one game I really need to
That
play.
is one that I think a lot of people were pleasantly surprised by just how successful it was. Like when it came out, it was like, this is perfect. This is a fantastic
It was
game.
yeah, 10s across the board for reviews. And then really the last thing I think we're all just like talking about is, you know, Call of Duty, Destiny, exclusive, what, you know.
Right.
Mainly Destiny, I think we're going to see 100%. They're talking about the Taken King.
Yes.
That's been like kind of leaked. I know we were talking about the new subclasses. You were talking about the Void Bow and Arrow. That's going to be nuts for a hunter.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much Sony. Really excited to see their press conference.
Yes.
Always one I tune into. That
And-
Sony's is usually towards the later end of the night.
Yeah,
though.
that's after Microsoft. So we're going to get to see Microsoft first, and then Sony will be able to respond. So that was the big thing from E3 last year. Microsoft, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, Microsoft did their presentation about the Xbox One, and everyone was like, there's a lot of weird rules with that. We're not sure how we feel. And then Sony went and did a whole response to Microsoft and just blew them out of the water. That's honestly, Sony won the console war right there. And then from here on out, they just ran it.
Yep. Yeah, that's everything for the PlayStation we're going to be looking out for at E3. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the Wii U. Some Nintendo. Some cool stuff going on in Nintendo. Star Fox, Zelda, Mario, all the homeboys over there. Be right back.